Canada's auto industry is responding to Trump's threats to shut down our country's manufacturing industry.
That's not even a possibility. We are not going to lose these auto plants, period.
They need to think long and hard, or they're going to lose the support of the Canadian people.
Canada is starting a dispute resolution process against Stellantis after the automaker announced it's moving jobs south of the border.
We can make it better, and so we will do everything we can to make it better. There's times to hit back and there's times to talk, and right now is the time to talk.
The trade showdown between Canada and the United States has just taken a sharp and serious turn. Prime Minister Mark Carney is no longer playing defense. He's striking back hard at two automotive giants, General Motors and Stellantis. In a bold economic move, the Canadian government has decided to slash the number of vehicles these companies can import into Canada without paying tariffs. It's a direct response to what Ottawa sees as a betrayal, after both automakers quietly began shifting key parts of their production out of Canada and across the border into the United States. Recently, Stellantis announced that its Jeep Compass production line would be relocated from Canada to the US, while General Motors confirmed it would halt production of its BrightDrop electric vans at its Ontario plant. These announcements delivered a heavy blow to workers, particularly in Ontario, where thousands of families rely on factory jobs to survive. For decades, Canada had been a loyal partner, offering these automakers generous trade advantages, including tariff-free import quotas. But those benefits came with an understanding: keep your jobs and investments inside Canada. When GM and Stellantis shifted operations south, Ottawa saw that as breaking faith with Canadian workers. Now, the response is loud and clear. Officials have announced that General Motors' duty-free quota will be reduced by 24%, while Stellantis faces a staggering 50% cut, effectively losing half of its privilege. From now on, both companies will have to pay additional taxes if they want to bring more cars into Canada. This is not just a trade policy tweak, it's a strategic message. Prime Minister Carney's government is declaring that Canada will no longer remain silent, while corporations move production abroad and lay off local workers. The priority is simple: protect Canadian jobs and restore industrial confidence. Across the border, President Donald Trump continues to push his own America First agenda, pressuring automakers to bring all production back home. They're coming home. They have to come home, Trump said, promising favorable treatment to those who comply. His campaign has added even more pressure on Canada's auto sector, which is now fighting to retain its place in North America's manufacturing chain. For Ontario, once the beating heart of Canada's automotive empire, the challenge is immense. The industry still stands as Canada's second-largest export sector, directly employing over 100,000 workers and supporting nearly 500,000 more through connected businesses and supply chains. Every factory closure doesn't just eliminate jobs. It ripples through entire communities, impacting small businesses, schools, and families. Earlier this year, Canada had already hit back at Washington's trade tactics by imposing retaliatory tariffs, a 25% tax on all US-made vehicles, mirroring American restrictions. However, automakers were granted a remission quota, exempting them from tariffs as long as they kept production in Canada. That trust, Ottawa says, has now been broken. With this latest decision, Canada is sending a firm warning. It's ready to defend its economy, its workers, and its future, even if that means straining ties with Washington. During a recent speech at the University of Ottawa, Prime Minister Mark Carney emphasized that the 2025 national budget will focus on building a stronger, self-reliant economy, one that puts Canadian workers first. His remarks come amid rising tensions across the auto and steel industries, as both countries race to secure their industrial dominance. While the quota reductions may seem like a technical trade measure, experts say it's a clear political statement. Canada is showing it's willing to challenge even the most powerful corporations to safeguard its manufacturing foundation. But the real question remains: will this tough stance convince automakers to return and rebuild their presence in Canada? Or will it widen the economic gap between Ottawa and Washington even further? For now, one thing is certain: the battle for auto jobs in North America is far from over. Canada's message couldn't be clearer. If you take production out of this country, you'll lose the benefits that come with staying in it. The trade war continues, and its outcome will shape the future of the continental auto industry for generations to come.